Welcome back to the Constant Complete podcast featuring myself, Spencer, and my friend Matt with Outlaw Gaming TV, and recently arriving from Hell International Airport, coming in for the cooler skies. We have our friend Fiskcake here. How's it going?
Where did I come from?
Hell International Airport.
Hell? I came from... Did I die again?
No. This time you went there purposely.
You had a vendetta.
I purposely died?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't...
It's like Dante, don't worry about it.
Okay. I'm doing okay, I guess.
Well, you're back. I mean, that's... You know.
I guess I'm doing okay. I got a lot of questions now.
The questions will be answered later in the stream.
Oh.
Well, can we all just take a moment to appreciate how good I am at guitar for that intro?
Yeah.
I'm actually
that's Matt on the
so
guitar.
good.
Moment of silence for Matt's awesome guitar skills. Everybody take off your hats and bow respectively.
Bow. Pay tribute in the form of bits.
God, Matt, it's a moment of silence. Christ.
Hey, I'm the silencer. Okay. I can talk.
I don't think that's how that works, but all right.
So what you're saying is it's not a moment of silence, it's time for a speech?
Apparently. Sorry, Matt, you have the floor.
I'd like to thank myself and my dad for buying me a guitar. And for me, because I always believed in myself.
And for Spencer for recording and mixing the song that your guitar is featured in.
Okay, is it your speech, dog?
Oh, sorry.
All right. Well, now Spencer has to have a speech about his audio and mixing capabilities. So
it would take too long.
Spencer,
no, we don't have time for that. The whole podcast would go to that. Fiskcake, what'd you play this week?
I played a bunch of fucking games. That's a lie. I only played like 2 or 3.
Wow, just right out the gate line.
So many emotions.
Emotions?
Yeah, because you're like, I played a lot of games and I didn't play any games, and now I'm like, oh, it's a roller coaster.
I don't know what to think.
Yeah, no, I forgot. Like when you like work was crazy this week, so I've like kind of lost track of time again. So I don't even know what year it is anymore. But
nice.
I played PUBG Friday night. I played like later than I normally do, so I was like sleep deprived. And I played with a few of my friends. I played with a new guy that does occasionally stream. We had a good time. We didn't like win. We squatted up in the first person player view servers.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Didn't get close to winning. Never won once.
Well, PUBG's not about winning. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
about camaraderie.
Experiencing. Yeah, it's about the experience, not the journey to the chicken dinner, Or it's not winning the chicken dinner. It's the journey of microwaving the chicken dinner.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's been microwaving for like about 2 months now.
How's it going, Liftinger?
2 months now. Hey, Liftinger,
what's going on? And other than that, I've been playing games on my phone. I got bored Saturday and downloaded some old Kairosoft games. I downloaded the Grand Prix story.
Nice.
Those are
the one
fun.
about the cars.
Classic.
Yeah, they're from like fucking 2011, 2012, and they still hold up to this day. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, 5 years later, man.
How do they do it? I downloaded Fallout Shelter.
You downloaded what?
Fallout Shelter?
Fallout Shelter again. Yeah.
Have they changed anything for that game?
From the last time I played, they added quests and other rooms to it, and the fact that you can get like people a lot quicker and stuff like that. I don't know. It seems a little bit more interesting.
Okay, yeah, because last time I played it was like the first month it came out, so it's got to be way different now.
Yeah, I know. Same here. Like I played for like a couple months straight. I'm like, well, okay, I get it. And like I never played it again.
Yeah, I got to a point where I was like, okay, I don't really know where it goes from here. So
I downloaded it and I was like, this is not for me.
This is not my shelter. Hashtag.
Fiskcake, are you a health nut?
I could be. I worked out this week.
Poses a question. Good
Actually,
to know.
they
Fiskcake
posed
is a health nut.
Yeah,
this is like a statement.
It's a statement.
Yeah, they just know.
A declaration.
Well, I've been jogging my dog for a month now.
Nice.
And with my new work schedule, I do work out in the afternoons.
Nice.
But I still eat a lot of chocolate and shitty food for me, so I don't know. I think it evens out. No. Yeah.
Anti-nice.
Anti-nice. Some would say bad even, but
I wouldn't. But I know what you're saying.
Some would, not me.
I say anti-nice.
Anti-nice. But I don't know what the health net thing is from, but I'll take it. I am the perfect embodiment of physical fitness. I'm at the human body at its peak levels.
Mm-hmm.
Bow down to me. A moment of silence
in
my body. All right. And then I played some Hellblade. Senua Sacrifice.
Yeah.
The ASMR game that fucks with your brain.
That game is
Too
so
hard.
crazy.
Mm-hmm. That game is nuts.
But more about that later.
More
about that later.
Okay. You need to have
Senua
two mics
Sacrifice.
so you can go back and forth or like pan it, you know?
Oh, it was a
There.
reference to your microwave chicken dinner comment. So when you win PUBG,
Oh.
it says winner chicken dinner.
Which, wasn't originated with the game or anything like that, but it's
They
definitely
just
become
stole it.
synonymous with it lately in the gaming
They memed
sphere.
it.
They memed it, yeah.
When did meme take over the word joke?
I
I fucking hate that.
2 years ago? 2 or 3 years
It's
ago?
so stupid. They're like, oh, I'm memeing. No, motherfucker, you're joking. It's a joke. You're joking.
Yeah.
I don't
don't
get these
know.
kids nowadays.
God.
I don't know if a meme is a joke. I think a meme is like what we would call back in the days like a phrase or something, or like
An
like
internet
the whole
joke.
Like,
Yeah.
well, not even like an internet joke. Like people would do stupid shit. They didn't have a word for it back then. Now we do. Like the whole like "what's up" and the whole like fucking
Stupid shit. That's a trend.
Yeah, that's a viral trend, dude.
trend. So meme is the new trend, which is the old
And it's
spoken
it's
world
both
story.
the
from
new meaning of trend
elders.
and also the new trend itself.
This is too.
Yeah.
My brain is going to.
It's too
So
meaning.
what did we
Hands.
play this week, Spencer? Well,
Well, was he
yeah,
finished
are
with
you-
his games?
Are you done?
Are you done?
Yeah,
PC?
no, I said Hellblade, and then we'll talk about more about that later.
This week.
Later.
Goddamn. This week we played some more Tales of Berseria. We're going to be playing more of
Well,
that actually
we
tomorrow
only
night.
played like 45 minutes.
Oh,
of it.
that's right. Yeah, so we played. It was more like was it 45 or 36 minutes? It was one episode worth basically of content. Matt, you want to tell why?
Yeah. So I think on Sunday or Saturday, my CPU fan in my computer died. Like it was dead. Didn't blow anymore. And all right. And so I was getting like my CPU was like 90 Celsius. And so that's concerning. But
Yeah.
and we didn't really figure it out till I had taken a majority of the computer apart and then turned it on, and then the fan wasn't blowing.
Yeah.
And it had been making noise for like a couple weeks, but I was like, oh, I guess it fixed itself. No, it didn't. It just, I didn't hear it anymore because it was dead. And those weeks were just his cries of pain.
Yeah.
And so
Put me out of my misery.
we realized that on Tuesday. We made a rush, a Rush Limbaugh to Best Buy. Bought another CPU fan.
Honestly, this CPU fan, it's pretty good. It's a high quality fan.
Got some white lights.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't really give a
Do
shit
those
about
lights even like
LEDs.
turn on?
Yeah, they're on.
Oh, the lights turn on. Wow.
And it's fixed now. So then we were able to stream.
Yeah. So that was the thing.
Good recovery.
Yeah, yeah. And I think, yeah, we didn't even really realize it until the night of
Into the
Tuesday,
Veil.
Into
Yeah.
the Veil, when we stopped streaming because we were going to stream the rest of Tales of Berseria after Into the Veil. That's what we had planned to do. And then Matt's like, "Oh, I guess we're not doing that." And he had pulled up Specky, the program that we used to look at the fans or the temperatures, and it was run at like 80 or something at that moment. And so we stopped it, and we decided to fix it like that night, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Into the Veil happened, and luckily, The Walking Dead, which is a game we're playing right now, by the way, on Tuesday.
Because Deadly Premonition refuses to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily, that
With
game
Windows
doesn't really...
10 for some reason, because it worked fine when I had Windows 7. But with Windows 10, it's having a hard problem. I don't know. It's still under the maintenance. Still fixing it under the hood right now. But yeah, this week we'll be doing more Walking Dead.
Yeah, and luckily that game doesn't really take much to run. So
Yeah. So Walking Dead is like it's a story game based on The Walking Dead, obviously. And you make decisions, and it's more like an interactive story than a game.
Yeah.
Where they'll give you prompts. They're like, "Oh,
Do you help?
Joe says so and so," and then you can be like an asshole. So
or you can be nice,
or you
can help Joe out.
Yeah.
But we're being assholes.
Yeah.
So if you want to watch a bunch of guys basically tear their own hearts out being assholes to people in the game for fun, then join us on Tuesday.
Yeah, this is very emotional.
On Wednesday, we played some Hellblade. More on that in a bit. And we'll go into that a little bit because there's some news in regards to that. So we're saving that for later. We played some more Tales of Zestria for the first time in a month. So we were playing Tales of Berseria on stream, and then we were playing Tales of Zestria, which is a game that's in the same world but different time period as Berseria, just on the side. And we just hadn't done it. I don't know. We were doing other stuff, so we played that again for about an hour and a half until we got tired.
Yeah. And then played some more Persona. That shit is popping off. I got Makoto. We're together now, so I got my girl.
Oh, it's Twitch official now.
Yeah. It's
last week you wouldn't confirm, but it's now Twitch official.
Yeah, Twitch official. Makoto.
And that shit is popping off, dude. It's crazy.
I need to do that again.
I am at the part where in the beginning you're running through that casino and it's like a tutorial. I'm there. I've caught up.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh no. I gotta hurry. I gotta get quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got like 40 more hours, dog.
I gotta play that 40 hours tonight.
Good luck.
Thanks.
But yeah, it's getting really crazy, really good.
A funny thing about that. So we've also been watching the movie series for Persona 3. The anime. Yeah, it's an anime movie series, and we're on number 2 right now. And the main character, his name is Makoto. Matt's dating a female character in Persona 5 named Makoto, and the main character in Persona 3, or at least in the show, in the anime, is named Makoto as well. So I'm guessing it's gender neutral.
I don't know. Japanese are weird.
Yeah.
The names.
Yeah. So that's kind of fun. But yeah, I mean that anime has actually turned out pretty good. Matt was saying honestly, it just makes me want to play the game. So
yeah.
Do we play anything else?
No. I don't think so.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
I feel like I played something else though.
Persona 5. We all had to beat the game soon because they're coming out with an anime for it.
Oh shit!
Spoilers will be popped everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you gotta finish that quick.
Fuck.
Yeah, they always have like an alternate media thing along with it. Look, Persona 4 also has an anime around it as well. I mean, we played Melee and Smash 4.
Yeah. Obviously.
Those went pretty well. We weren't able to finish Smash 4 because right now there's a Melee tournament going on. So we had, and they're doing top 8, so we had to watch that.
You had to.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that's it. Time to move on to our first topic of the day, which happens to be Hellblade. So you want to start us off there, Fistcake?
Sacrifice. What?
I want to start us off with what this particular topic is referring to. Also, guys, I don't know if we should put up a spoiler tag, but there is some stuff about how the game works here, and I guess we'll try to make sure that we keep it as spoiler-free as possible.
Well, I don't think there's going to be that many spoilers.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, what is there to spoil, really?
Yeah, I mean, it's just talking about a mechanic in the game.
There's speculation about the mechanic of the game where there's a permadeath system, which is at the beginning of the game, you play as Senua. You're on a journey to return your dead lover's head to its soul so you can see him one more time.
I think that's to save his soul from damnation.
Yeah, because you're going into hell.
Or something like that. Yeah, you're going into hell and you're trying to either save his soul or return the soul or something like that from Hela, the queen of the underworld.
Yeah,
this is all Viking and Norse.
Yeah, it's Norse gods, and you're playing a Pictish warrior, so that kind of gives you an idea as to what the game's setting is.
Yeah, but basically at the beginning, you at some point during the fight with the darkness, which is the enemies that you fight, or like the name of the enemies that you fight that randomly show up and like attack you out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Kingdom Hearts little cute nobodies. These are guys with like fucking skulls for heads and has maces and shields. But anyways, you can develop this rot, which as soon as you develop it, Senua was like screaming, like losing her mind, and then like the screen pans up.
She was losing her mind before that.
Well, I mean, like she was like screaming and like shouting and stuff, and like the cam just slowly pans up and it says, "Hey, if you fail too many times, the rottenness will reach Senua's brain, and then all progress will be lost." And then But I think it was PC Games In, if I remember correctly, they did a test, and like if you can actually get the permadeath thing happening, and they played like one of the beginning areas. And they said they died 50 times, and the worst that the rot got to was like up to their elbow.
From her arm, which is where it starts. It starts on her forearm.
Sorry, it starts like on her hand or whatever, and like kind of goes up your arm. No, you're right, but it's like it just slowly goes up to your arm, and like once it's supposed to reach her head, it's supposed to be game over and all that shit. But you kind of like made a good point when we were talking about this off camera earlier, Spencer, when you said that maybe that was just for that area. That was like the max you could develop the rot for that.
Yeah.
Maybe like later on you can like possibly just lose it all too. You never know for sure.
Yeah, it's really kind of shrouded in mystery because they say, hey, if too many fails, this is what happens. You lose the game.
You guys are taking more realistic approaches, I think. My thought process is that you don't actually lose anything. It's all part of the whole game, because you're in the game, you're basically like going down psychosis. You're going crazy.
Yeah.
You're hearing shit. You have voices inside of you. You're like schizophrenic, and everything is like going like crazy. So I think they put that in there as a real, like, to mind fuck the player as well as you're seeing her get like all crazy and nutty.
Yeah, she's slowly losing her mind as she's remembering things and speaking with people inside of her own head.
Yeah.
So there's in fact, they kind of put a warning at the beginning, like, hey, this game it is kind of a simulation of sorts for the level of psychosis that this character goes through.
And it's been praised for having realistic symptoms of schizophrenia and bipolar and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's
I
really
honestly
cool.
I don't think it exists. I think that was purely put there cosmetically to give the player agency to be like, okay, well, I can't fail, or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's what I think.
Yeah,
I don't think it actually exists.
And the point that I was talking about, just to kind of make sure that I at least mention it, that he was mentioning a little bit more, was that because they had tested it in just the first area, my thought process was, I feel like they would want to kind of gate certain like max levels of the rot until you get to a certain point in the game, so people don't only get like 30 minutes or 45 minutes into the game and then immediately lose and have to start all over again. But while at the same time giving that sense of urgency later on. And there are people who played through it and we're basically stating it seems like maybe it's possible, but it's just it might be really, really difficult to have it happen in the first place. But there was a point made in a Polygon article that I was reading that was basically, I mean, if it does or doesn't exist, it doesn't really matter. That's not the point of the system, which is kind of going in with what Matt was saying. It could just literally be a way to kind of change the way the player thinks about the game.
Yeah.
It could add your own psychosis to the game.
Yeah.
You can't fail.
Yeah.
Stop failing.
Yeah.
Don't fail.
But the game is like 6 to 7 hours, and me and Spencer and Fistcake were all at the exact same spot.
Yeah.
So we beat 2 bosses. Fistcake died more to the first boss than I did. And oh, what is that? Is that a bird? Is that a plane?
Ah, flew away. Oh, no.
no.
Oh, I landed into the window. It's dead now. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
But so they recommend you play it with headphones because they do a ton with the sound design. So like we were stating earlier, she has all these different voices going on in her head, and you hear that. And the way they have the soundscape when you have headphones on is that all these voices are coming from different areas, basically.
Yeah, it's
in the
actually
headphones. It's like stereoscope.
It's
3D,
binaural
yeah.
stereo sound, and what binaural means, because you might be thinking of binaural beats, which is this thing that
we don't care about binaural beats. What is the?
Well, okay, yeah. So they really they smartly use the system by kind of tricking your ears to making believe that there's voices behind you. And there's a tactic that they used to do that by not actually. You can actually make voices sound like like actually be behind you, but they do a trick with the frequencies in the ears to make it feel like that's happening. So there's these voices kind of like speaking behind you and around you, and you can kind of tell it's really cool because they all have different spots in the stereo mix, and they all have their own little personalities.
Yeah, they all have their own little personalities. You have some of them where they'll be like, you'll be doing poorly, and they're like, she's going to die. She's dead. And then you'll be doing good, and they're like, yeah, she got it.
Yeah.
Woo, let's go.
There were many occasions where Matt was fighting somebody, and she got hit once. And
they're like, oh, she's dead.
She can't
over.
handle it. She's falling apart. She's going to cry and stuff like that.
She's slow. She's too weak. She can't do it. No.
Yeah. Yeah, she's too weak. And Matt's like, hold on a second. But yeah, it's really, really fun. And like, it's an entire experience. Like, we were playing it on stream on just this last Wednesday, and we're going to do it again this Wednesday as well. It's what took the place of what we were doing for Shadow Mordor. And just being in this, like, because all the sound, not even just the voices, just is really, really well done.
Yeah, the sound design is like a 10-10.
Very, very subtle.
Yeah.
Her movement, just like the sound her clothes make and everything, it's just really, really, it's really nice.
And
and the graphics are amazing.
Made in Unreal Engine 4, I think.
Yeah, it's insane. Like Matt and I are currently in a debate as to whether or not one of the characters that you see visions of him.
The guy.
Whether or not that's an FMV or actually just made in the graphics system, because it looks so good.
I'm pretty sure it's an FMV, but I know they did a tech demo with Hellblade like a year ago where they had the actress on the stage, and they had like the mocap thing, and like as she was talking and acting, it acted with her.
That's crazy.
So yeah, no, like it's still really impressive because it's still like really good shit. But I'm pretty sure that Druth or whatever, he's definitely
that's
an
the character.
FMV.
Yeah, and
like when you first saw him, I was kind of confused. I'm like, oh, that's really cool. They have that in there. But like the more you see, it's like,
his mouth movements are too perfect.
Yeah,
like,
it's
They
ridiculous.
do his tongue. They do like if they did it.
His whole acting.
Yeah.
Too perfect.
So I mean, it's very possible that it is just an FMV, but the way they do it, it's like they put a filter over it to make it look a little video gamey, and you don't really see him fully. He's kind of like a vision in front of your eyes, so that helps out a lot. But how animated he is and just like real, it's just like far beyond anything else in the game. Even though the main character also looks amazing, but that's obviously mocapped.
For $30, this was a pretty good game. I don't know how they're making money.
It's an experience, man.
Yeah, it's like 7 hours, $30. You spend what, $12 to go see a movie for 2 hours. So,
yeah,
I mean, it's
I
good.
mean, it's worth it.
If you want to descend into madness, and the combat is not bad.
No, the combat's really
good. I like fighting. It's fun.
Yeah,
you got like a little rock paper scissors thing going on, and everything is meaty. Like it feels like you're like, yeah, I'm fucking this dude up. And then I don't have to worry about anything because I got the voices in my head are going like, hey, behind you, and I'm like, I got you, dog, and then I'm leaving. Yeah,
the voices will warn you if someone's behind you or give you tips on what you should do next. It's a really clever way of giving the player an idea as to where to go or what to do, because there is no like real tutorial. There's nothing.
Yeah,
it all relies on
what buttons to press.
Yeah, they never tell you what to do or press. You have to figure it out. And as far as choices being made or little things like telling you whether or not someone's behind you, it's all done through these voices in your head. So there's no tool tips that pop up or anything like that. It's good. It's honestly one of the most complete immersion games that has that level of combat and gameplay that like ever. It's crazy.
Yeah. But this one, like when I thought the combat was about to get boring, I started doing the Raven guy fight, and then I was like, oh no, okay.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
But besides the fighting, there's also puzzles they have to solve, and it ties into
I don't really
Norse
like the
gods.
puzzles that much. I didn't like the Ravens puzzles.
God, the Ravens puzzles were difficult and confusing.
They just
yeah.
weren't really. They were difficult, but they weren't fun difficult.
Yeah, I got
They
you. They were like, "What the fuck am I doing? Where is it at?
Yeah.
Didn't I go there already?"
Which gate?
Yeah.
Which gate do I go through? What the hell? Okay.
Yeah, it's really cool though. It's a very mind bending kind of game. I can't give it enough praise.
So Livinder, I spelt it Sinus's Revenge because I can't spell that bitch's name.
Her name is Senua. It's Senua,
Mm-hmm. So
and it's not revenge either. It's Senua's sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So Hellblade,
Nailed
Senua's
it.
sacrifice.
mhm.
And yeah, I mean, it seems to be both a challenging game in the gameplay as well as rewarding from a narrative standpoint, which is very hard to do.
Yeah. So far as we are into it, I think we're probably like halfway done.
Probably, yeah.
Or at least done with like the first maybe like act out of like 3 acts maybe. Like that.
No.
I mean, we're 2.5 hours in,
Well,
and it's a 7-hour game
I don't know.
potentially.
Yeah. But so far I really like it. It's so far like a good solid like 8 or 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
I know I said solid and then gave you 2 numbers. But
A
it's
very
like
solid 7
it's like
to
a
10.
high 8 or a low 9.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice.
$30
You should check it out.
or your local equivalent.
It's on PC, and then it's also on PS4.
Yep.
Or yeah. So if you have those,
Just
play it.
those
It's
two.
awesome.
Go get it now.
Yeah. So let's move on. Our next topic, we're going to be talking about Swery 60. Is it 65?
Yeah.
Swery 65. So we have kind of a close, at least current bond with this particular person. It's the developer for Dark Dreams Don't Die, which is what we played recently on Into the Veil, and also Deadly Premonition, which is the game that came before that. That is just not working because it's just old, I guess. I don't know. But he's the developer for both games. And
He makes some really crazy, weird ads, Twin Peaks style, just weird shit.
Yeah.
Just weird
you
shit.
don't know if
weird
something's
game.
supposed to be funny or not. Ever.
Yeah.
Like at any point. It's always maybe funny.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, it is funny, but you don't know what that's the intent, like ever.
Yeah.
It's
like,
crazy.
Maybe. I don't know.
But then you're like, there's no way this couldn't
Yeah.
be purposeful.
So it's like he makes games to the equivalent, I would say, like old horror movies. Their sequels, like just weird. They're like not very good.
Oh, like Day of the Dead or something like that?
Well, I was thinking more like Jason X,
Oh, I see.
like
I was actually thinking of
Halloween
Land of the Dead. Is what I was thinking
4.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just weird. Like this is what happened to the series, and you're like, nah, this is the evolution. And you're like, I don't know.
This is where it's supposed to go.
And then-
Is this even horror anymore? No.
No.
No, it's not. But it's great.
So it's like B-list horror movie.
Yeah, it is very B movie.
Yeah.
But in video games.
Yeah.
But in video games.
And they're quite, I love B movies. I
Yeah.
like weird, shitty games.
Yep.
Which is why we have Into the Veil in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so he's announced that he's going to be announcing a new game on September 2nd at PAX West. So stay tuned for that. I can't imagine. It's interesting because he did Dark Dreams Don't Die, or D4, and that was supposed to be episodic, much like how The Walking Dead
is episodic.
is episodic. But he only got through the first episode before, I guess, funding was pulled.
Yeah.
Is what it was, right?
I think
Yeah.
they dropped him.
Yeah. So now he's moving on to maybe an entirely new game.
Yeah, because I don't think he has the rights to D4.
That's
Nah. It
It's a
says
shame.
I'm going to announce my first new game in 3 years.
first new game.
so-
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so it's definitely not going to be Deadly Premonition 2 or
Now the real question with this,
D4 Redux.
because there's a recent thing that's been happening with some D4 Redux. There's a recent thing that's been happening with games with some studios where they'll announce a game and then it's actually like a short release time. Now I'm wondering if he's just going to announce the start of a project or if he's announcing that there's a project ongoing.
He
Yeah,
strikes
maybe.
me as a man who doesn't stop. He's probably writing weird shit. He's like, I'm gonna look in. What if they like got visions when they looked at paper towels, and then those paper towels transformed into monkeys, and then those monkeys, they have fezzes, and those fezzes, they're mementos, and it's crazy.
And the monkey has the same name as his father. Mm-hmm. Right?
Oh, God.
All the monkeys
Monkey
do.
old man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All the monkeys have the same name, but they all look different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I feel like he'll probably be
Makes
like,
sense.
we got a crazy game cooking. It'll be ready in a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like believable, feasible, plausible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see why not, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll knock on wood. Hopefully it comes out soon. If not, at least we'll know.
We'll be
know
talking
we'll
about
have
it.
Into the Veil for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Keep it coming, Swery. Don't stop.
Yeah, he's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I mean, is there anything else you want to say about that? I mean, that's pretty cut and dry.
Well, he does say that he's going to have a cup of coffee at the announcement, and that he will only talk to people if they also talk about coffee first. So,
And that gives you an idea as the type of person he is.
Yeah.
So confirmed, Swery wants to fuck coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Basically.
All coffee.
In Deadly Premonition, you get your visions, your premonitions through coffee.
Yeah.
Your deadly ones.
Yeah.
So, I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so moving on to the next topic. What we got here is an update for a game. It's an update for a game that has had quite the amount of controversy. It's No Man's Sky, and it's a big update, and it makes it actually look like a real game. So for those of you who don't know, No Man's Sky was supposed to be, or was announced as, this insane exploration game where you are I guess like an astronaut of some sorts, and you're exploring the entire galaxy. And they start you off at the fringes, and you work your way world by world to the center, and then there's some crazy end game that's supposed to happen. Mm-hmm. Lots of features that were supposed to be in the game or were talked about weren't in the game. Mm-hmm. The ending of the game was a complete letdown. Basically, I'm just going to spoil it now because
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
There's no story point to it.
Yeah, you get to the center of the galaxy, and instead of some like crazy event happening or anything like that, it literally just zooms out of the galaxy and puts you in a new galaxy, and you start all over again.
And you start all over with the exact same. Oh, your ship is crashed on this planet. You got to fix it.
And
no, I just spent 50 hours doing that. I ain't doing it again.
Yeah.
Hashtag uninstall.
Yeah, it's and you don't keep anything from the previous run. I don't think you just keep going.
I think you keep like the shit that's in your suit, like
Yeah.
your upgrades and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't really remember what it was what was kept because it's kind of a new game plus.
Mm-hmm.
But and then one of the main draws of the game was that every world was supposed to be different. It was all procedurally generated. They had this whole thing.
They had
where,
like 17 quintillion planets procedurally generated.
Yeah,
and they all are trash.
And they were all basically bland and samey.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what happens when you have 17 quintillion planets just made by a
all
system.
The wildlife was like mixed and matched from other parts. So you would see like some animals would have like dog legs and a T-Rex head, but then you would see some dogs with like T-Rex legs.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Yeah.
But now this is their third update, and they've updated the graphics. It now supports 4K. They've updated and that was in a previous update. In this update, they've even more updated it. They've reduced the amount of the color brown by like 50% or something like that. So it's
meaningful.
Less brown.
So now everything's so much more colorful, basically. And they've included more enhanced features in the worlds, and so there's actually like mountains and there's rivers instead of just lakes everywhere like they had before. Mm-hmm. So everything seems a bit more like an actual world. And they've also toned down the amount of variety in the animals or creatures, and so it's not so like, what the heck is going on? This is weird. It's like an abomination.
Mm-hmm. It shouldn't be alive.
And
how's it living? Oh God.
I mean, I don't want to take up the entire talking space. Fiske, were there any other features in this latest update? It's called Atlas Rising that stuck out to you.
Yeah, the story. It has a story now.
Before
30 hours of story. And then I guess tagging along with previous updates, you have quick travel between all your planets that you visited. You can actually fly on the planet itself.
Yeah.
Like before, I guess you can only like fly to the atmosphere and then you just crash into the fucking planet or whatever.
You could fly around a little bit, but you
couldn't crash into the planet. So what would happen is I played like an hour and a half of it, but you would just hover over the planet's
There was
surface.
like a set distance from the...
you
and
could
it
only
would
be
move.
a certain amount distant. You couldn't get any closer to the planet. And then you would be like, land, and then it would like find a place for you to land.
And it would go wherever
gotcha.
it chose. You wouldn't really even choose where it goes. You're like, just land, and it's just like, okay. Like,
but yeah, no, actually, it looks pretty interesting. I might pick it up sometime and check it out. But
yeah, I'm a little bit intrigued. I'm really nervous. So I'm waiting for the update to come out and for people to confirm basically that everything that has been said is true.
It's not. The game is not. It's still not complete.
Yeah, that's true.
The thing is that they promised all this stuff at launch. So at launch, they're like, you'll be able to see your friends, and he was giving us real vague answers, the developer, and they're like, oh, you can, see your friends, and you can go visit their planet, but he's like, the likelihood is going to be really low though, because it's like 17 quintillion planets.
What turns out it was 0.
Yeah, because the feature didn't exist in the game.
It still doesn't exist.
And they're like, I don't know. They hyped it up. The developers hyped it up so much as like, this is a game where you can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah,
you can be a traitor. You can be a mercenary. You can be freaking Free Willy. No, you can't. You can't do any of that stuff in the base game. When I played it, it was like it barely ran, and when it did run, you couldn't do anything. Yeah,
so something in this most recent update, they are including the ability to trade in like a crazy system. They've revamped the entire quest system, and so there's actually quests. There's 30 hours of story, and on top of that, there is some player interactivity. Basically, it boils down to there's these floating white orbs that move around whatever world you're on, and if you see one, that's another player who's also on the same world that you can talk to. It's proximity voice chat, and it can support up to 16 people in the same instance at once. And another thing with the portals is that you can teleport to other people's, like other worlds that other people are at, where they have their base, and then you can be an orb in their reality, basically.
Yeah,
so cool. I mean, that's kind of cool. He says that more full and capable co-op is coming, but it's like one step at a time scenario. He's being more realistic now, is what he says, which is good because, my God, the initial game like sounded like
$60, and you got
basically Planet Wander Simulator.
You got fucking 2 parts out of a 10-part game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the 2 parts, like, they barely fucking worked.
Yeah.
Trash.
They have updated a lot of stuff, though. It's maybe about half a game now. When it comes to all the features that were originally
initially promised.
But it looks at least intriguing at this point.
If it's on sale, yeah.
If it's on sale, I would say, like Matt was saying, it's not a full game yet. I would say don't pay full price.
Yeah.
If you already have it, then it might be worth checking out again.
Yeah. Re-download it, check it out, see if there's anything going on there for you.
But yeah, so No Man's Sky Atlas Rising, it's a new update. Look into it. Yeah.
It's almost a full game.
Yay.
Not the game it promised, but it's almost like a regular full game. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If it had launched in early access and was like fucking $19.99, that game would have killed.
Yeah, it would have.
It would have killed,
and especially with their update cycle that they have right now, the types of stuff that they've been putting in the game, like they're pretty major updates. So yeah, exactly what you're saying. If it was like a reasonable price and they were real and they were honest about the fact that the game wasn't complete,
instead of lying and being like, "Oh, you might be able to see your friends," unlikely though. It's unlikely because it's not, the feature's not in the fucking game.
I mean, if I were them, I would drop the price of the game.
I think they did drop it to $49.99.
I'd drop it a little more.
It's just a tiny bit more. Just a little bit more.
Like 40 or 30.
Yeah. But
compared
if it
to the
had launched
60.
in early access and at $19.99, like the game would probably be regarded as one of like the greatest games of all time.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it'd be $19.99. It just had to be like pre-Spore and all the rise of like the space traveling games.
Yeah.
Which
and they also have this thing where you can alter the terrain. So that's
yeah,
cool.
that's pretty cool too.
Yeah, you can like
Saw
build
that.
like structures and stuff with the multi-tool.
Nice. Now you can do stuff that you could do in Minecraft. Fucking.
Well, it's
Look, the game's not impressing me. All right.
no, I know you're not excited. I just wanted to mention it
I
because
hate
it's a big thing for some people. That's all, and it's kind of impressive.
Those people are silly.
Those people are goofballs. Get out of here.
All right, Fistcake, what is our next topic? What do we got here?
Oh, you know, I'm going to lose one of my favorite podcasts because apparently one of the hosts is a creep. So
yeah,
basically,
but if you had to put a name on this part of the this part of the podcast, what would you name it? Like a topic name.
Nick Robinson. No, allegations against Nick Robinson.
I got you. Allegations. That's more like alligator.
It's E.
Yeah.
No. Allegations
And then GA.
against Nicholas Robinson.
TION.
But yeah. So, Cool Games Inc. is a podcast done by two Polygon editors. Or actually, Nick Robinson's a video producer. He makes the videos for Polygon on YouTube and all that fun shit. And then Griffin Melkel. I can always say the last names wrong.
A pedophile podcast? What the fuck, Liftinger?
No, it's not a pedophile podcast. That's not that one. That's a different one. That's a Uncool Games Inc.
Robinson.
Oh, you're thinking of names for the. No, we don't want the topic to be pedophile podcast on our podcast.
No, it's more like sexual harassment podcast.
Yeah.
Basically, Cool Games Inc. done by two Polygon editors. One's a really cool guy. He does all the Michael Elroy shows with his two brothers, like My Brother and Me, which is hilarious.
And Adventure Zone.
The Adventure Zone, which is an amazing D&D podcast. Even if you're not into D&D, you can listen to this podcast and actually enjoy it.
Yeah, it's like a story. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But
oh, I got you,
so
Liftinger. No worries.
We got you, fam. Griffin McElroy and Nick Robinson did this podcast called Cool Games Inc. And Nick Robinson has been under a lot of fire recently. I guess like a lot of things have come to surface against Nick Robinson recently to the point where he has been let go from Polygon. And he's like been completely denounced by everybody close to him, including Griffin McElroy and all the people at Polygon. Because apparently for years, like back to the point, like I think even before Twitter existed, which is a long time.
That is a long time. High school.
I think.
We were in high school.
Or like, yeah, that he's been like talking to women in inappropriate ways. And it's just kind of been like rising slowly throughout the years.
Mm-hmm.
And people didn't like really feel comfortable about coming forward with it because he wasn't like, you know, super famous, but like the people that like he would say these things to, like they were all in like in the same like social circles and stuff.
Yeah.
So so they didn't like want to come forward and like be ousted by him and his friends or something if they didn't feel comfortable doing it at the time.
Yeah.
But Nick Robinson made like a snarky comment about how he was doing a review for Overcooked or something on Switch.
Yeah,
Overcooked.
some game. Is that the name of the game or the name of the company?
Name of the game.
Name of the game. Okay.
Yeah, and basically they'd like emailed him like, hey, if you have any problems with the game, let us know and we'll try to fix it. And he made a tweet saying like, in quotation marks, like, yeah, just let us know about the shitty port for our shitty game on that shitty system or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then they kind of like had a little back and forth on Twitter. But then out of nowhere, a Twitter user named Honey, let me look at my giant board. Oh, Bloody Honey said maybe Nick would have time to help the Overcooked devs out if he wasn't in every woman in games DMs all the time. Which let everybody who was ever even like had a problem with him basically come forward because they thought like, oh, this is
our time
to talk about it. Yeah, this is the time to talk about it now. So everybody has come forward, and if you actually want to read all about it, there is so much information about it.
Matrix of information that this person put together, and it includes like links to the the tweets about it and the articles about it. It's crazy.
All like individual like anonymous accusations, anonymous accusations, like everybody coming forward and saying like, yeah, no, he's been doing this for years, but nobody's really said anything. And a lot of people are having like speculation about it because like nobody, like it's not all public information about like him doing all this shit. Like nobody's like made a concrete case and like, yeah, no, he's trying to do stuff with me.
Yeah.
But I think it's because it's to the point that it's like so deeply embedded into like the LA gaming / gaming reviews circle that they don't feel comfortable going like out in the public with it because everybody knows now in their circle, so they don't really need to tell the whole world like what happened.
Yeah, I guess it only matters in that they know it, considering that now he's been let go from his job and from his podcast. And yeah, it's a tricky subject because he hasn't been legally charged with anything. So
no, he's not.
Is it harassment or did he actually do stuff?
The official stuff is on the official story side is the fact is that there's not been like charges or anything like that. It's just people have been saying like, yeah, no, he's a fucking creep. I don't want to deal with him anymore.
So basically, he's just been saying a lot of inappropriate things to people and getting away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there are some testimonials where they said like apparently like at some cons like he would try to pick up women there.
That's where
they'll comfortable with it. And then like also some people on Tumblr would say that he tried to talk to them at like when they were underage and he was like of age. Yeah. But that's tricky stuff. You can't like really
Hence the allegations.
Yeah, and
plus that's all hearsay unless they have chat logs or video or anything like that. Doesn't mean anything.
And the major importance of this because like Fiskate was saying, people were alleging that he was coming up, he was trying to pick up women and stuff like that at cons. He's a public figure, and a lot of people have this opinion. A lot of people believe that because he's a public figure, that he has a certain amount of kind of power in those types of circumstances. So when he goes up to somebody who's maybe a fan of his, of any age, and then kind of puts himself on them in that way, that it's incredibly inappropriate and not a good use of his persona, basically.
And like the closest thing we have to like actual like the chat logs of this happening is like if I can find it, just him like casually turning like regular conversations into like weird sexual conversations, like a lot. Like awkward levels like when I was a college when I was a college. No, when I was
you
like
were a college.
Sophomore,
I think I went to
like when like the Fiskate College of Awkward Interactions with Women. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But like when like you were like young and you didn't know any better and like didn't really know how to talk to people as people.
Yeah.
He's doing this at like he's like 30 years old.
Yeah.
He's older than us. He knows better. He should know better.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
But like here's some I'll put a link to some of the normal conversations that he's turned completely weird in the links, but
it's kind of like really that being a weirdo. Like what is like
yeah, well, what does that get you?
Yeah.
Apparently it gets you fired. That's where it gets you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just really disappointing because he like from what like the public knows of him, he seems like a really cool guy. He's like he's like legitimately funny on the podcast and stuff, and he makes good content. It's just that it's so like disheartening and weird to see that like this genuine seeming guy is actually just a giant fucking creep, and it's just kind of hard to process that. You know?
It's like a public ego death.
Yeah. So I don't know if he's gonna I don't think he's gonna like get charged with anything, but he's pretty much lost his career.
Yeah, he's finished in this particular
field.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, he's done, but he's not like gonna go to jail anytime soon, I think. But he is definitely. I don't know. For me, it's just really disappointing. It just kind of sucks. So like, hey,
absolutely. I mean, you were listening to the podcast and you were, enjoying him as a person in that setting, and then come to find out that he's this other, he's actually this other thing.
This is like a very, very small, like a very tiny part of the whole Bill Cosby thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a similar situation.
Very small compared to the Bill.
Oh yeah, no.
Very small.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, no, it's that same type of scenario. Matt, you
Yeah.
were saying that you had some thoughts about this.
Yeah, I had some thoughts. My thought is, why be a shitty person? Why?
It's just
And then what
he's
is the
just
success
awkward
rate?
video gamer.
You're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be really weird and be overly sexual to a chick. That'll make her want to fuck me.
Yeah.
Also,
What?
like, who is this person to you? Because most of these people were inside of a circle of game reviewing and stuff like that, so they're like almost like colleagues or
You're seeing them on Thursday for a meeting.
yeah,
You freaking
or like
weirdo.
professional contacts. When it comes to gaming news, so like I would never feel comfortable like having anything outside of a professional conversation because of the type of situation that
Yeah,
he's in.
because you get HR called and you're done.
Well, not only that,
It's in
it's
like
just
a real world job area.
yeah, like you just don't do that when all these people are like news journalists and have the tools that if they felt comfortable in doing so could destroy you, and they have.
Yeah. If I remember, I had like a really shitty apology about it too. Like it was.
Oh, of course, dude. He's probably like, oh, yeah, my bad, but not really. My bad.
Not
I got
even
caught.
like not even that.
Yeah,
He
he
was like
totally
kind of like
admits to
semi.
it.
He kind of like semi. He's kind of like semi like brags and semi like
the humble
not even
brag.
really apologize. Yeah.
But like the greasy
Let's
kind.
see.
That's what.
Let's see here.
Yeah, the greasy
Let me
humble brag though.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the part where it's kind of like I spent the last week on. Well, yeah, I'll just provide the link for that too. But basically, he's like, "Yeah, I'm so famous now. People are gonna call me out on shit. Whoops."
Oh, whoops! I
That-
lost my
that's
job.
what
Whoops! No
Yeah.
longer in a podcast. Whoops! Entire
That's like
public
the-
persona completely destroyed.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Let me put
I
that
don't
on the
know.
thing. But
Just why?
yeah,
Why?
if you guys, if you feel like being a shitty person out there in the world, talking to women, don't.
Just do it
don't
to
do it.
yourself.
And if you don't know that you're being a
you know
shitty
what you
person,
should do? You should send your own self dick pics and be like, oh, you know what? I don't really like this. That's how
wait.
they feel.
yeah,
Pretty much, yeah.
yeah, take this as a learning step for you. If maybe you've done this thing in the past, grow up and be maybe a little bit more adult than this 30-year-old man-child.
Yeah.
Believe it or not,
This is some
women are
freshman
people
year
too.
high school bullshit.
Yeah, this is literally like exactly that.
I didn't even do that
Pretty
shit in
much.
freshman year.
No, absolutely.
Right.
I mean,
It's-
you learn through the world and watching, and even just like watching movies and stuff like that. These types of situations, they never end well, and it's always bad.
Yeah.
Never
He probably
good.
turned off the movie right before the hammer hit the gavel.
Yeah, he's like,
I don't
you
know
know
what I'm
what?
saying.
Maybe not. How about we fuck?
I know how this ends. It ends well for the guy. He
Yeah.
gets the girl. He gets all the money. He's fine.
Of course she wants him. Look how confident he is.
So confident. Wow.
Kill yourself.
Kill yourself.
I can't wait for him to have like his own podcast where he has like a small group of people and they're like still with him somehow, but they're all like him. Because that's gonna
That'll
happen.
be the pedophile podcast.
That'll be the
That's
pedophile
the pedophile.
podcast.
Perfect.
Ginger, she
Flip the
foretold
jury.
it. Or he foretold it.
He
It
or
foretold
she.
it.
We don't know.
Gender assumption. Matt gets a
And-
strike.
I think that we can start wrapping up. What do we got for little hot takes? Little.
Matt
shit.
wants to know what games are coming out soon that maybe interest you in the next week.
Well, for me, I see. Well, Sonic Mania looks cool because it's basically a remaster of all the old side-scrolling Sonic games, but you can they've updated the update as best they can for graphics, updated the sound, and you can switch between all three characters at any time
Yeah, that's
during any of the games, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
That should be coming out Tuesday, August 15th on most systems, but Matt, you said it's delayed on PC.
it is delayed on PC.
Okay, well, that'll never come out for PC then. So that's dead forever.
Yeah, you're gonna have to carry this segment because we don't have the link pulled up because
One
it's in
second,
Skype.
I got upcoming shit right
Oh,
here.
okay, yeah. We have a different list. So go ahead. Anything else coming out this week that you feel?
No, I mean just Nidhogg 2. I'm pretty excited about that. That looks
Nidhogg
kinda
2.
cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it's looks completely different from the first one, but it has more variety in ways of like you can customize your character, the way they look, the levels. There's different weapons than just the little rapier you can throw or stab people with. So I might pick that up and play that a little bit because actually I'm going to make Evie play with me and I'm going to kill her 24/7.
Nice.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, right there, Nidhogg 2.
Wow, it's currently 15% off on Steam right now. It's usually $15. It's right now it's $12.74 to get it early. It's coming out on Tuesday.
Yeah.
August 5th, like a lot of these games are coming out August 15th for some reason.
A lot of games come out on Tuesdays. That's like the official. That's just the official industry standard date to release games.
Tuesday and Friday.
I think so.
Yeah, or Thursday. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know why.
And then
It's a
there's
Tuesday.
Agents of Mayhem, which is another fucking hero shooter made by Deep Silver. You know.
Yeah, it's basically what Saints Row 6 probably, but with 3 people you can play as at the same time.
Isn't it a hero shooter?
What do you mean by hero shooter?
Like Overwatch.
I don't think so. No, it's open world. It's like Saints Row, but it's just
open world third person. Yeah. Okay.
It's essentially Saints Row, but you just have 3. Like you can switch between 3 heroes at a time, and they have special abilities and shit. Whereas compared to like Saints Row and stuff like that.
Am I thinking of the new game by Cliffy B? Because that's a hero shooter.
Lawbreakers?
Yeah.
Lawbreakers. Yeah, you're thinking of Lawbreakers.
Yeah.
That has that come out, or is it coming out very soon?
Yeah, Liftinger like movies on Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah.
That already came out.
Oh yeah, Lawbreakers already came out. Yeah, that game looks interesting. I'm not sure that I'll play Lawbreakers, but I've heard that it has a really specific movement kind of physics system. Toll Biscuit was talking about it on his Twitter like a couple weeks ago, and it's like this weird gravity kind of thing that if you don't understand how it works, it'll be very difficult for you. So I'm like, oh, that's weird. That's interesting. I want to look at like what games. I like that.
It's a game that has like a shoot backwards button, which can propel you through like zero gravity areas and stuff like that.
Wow.
So that sounds kind of interesting, but I haven't played it.
Yeah, from what I've seen of it, it seems really fast compared to a lot of hero shooters. So
and that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
a lot of indie games.
You guys don't want to play Yuminico when they cry? Question marks.
No.
Oh.
No, I don't.
Okay. Do you want to do the thing where we talk about each game, but using only one word, but actually say a whole sentence about it?
Sure, one sentence.
No, then Matt's going to do a paragraph. You can't do that.
Matt, you get one word. I get a sentence.
No, you don't get a sentence.
Sorted.
We both get one word.
One word?
Okay.
One word? Okay.
All right. So we'll just
but
go
you got to
through
let me work
quick.
up to my one word.
Okay.
So Spencer goes first. He'll say his word, and then Matt, then you say your one word, and we're just going to go through the list rapid fire. Okay. First thing you think of, one word. Sonic Mania.
Cool.
No hype.
Hypeless, Matt. Hypeless. Come on.
Hypeless.
He's learning.
Second game. Troll and I. One word.
What, Troll and I?
That's the name of the game, yeah. Troll and I.
Pixar.
Disney. Let's
Okay.
go.
Can't piggyback off mine.
Spencer, do not limit him, okay? Yeah, it was one word. It's fine.
That's true. Progress.
Undertale, that's the port for the PS4. I mean, I guess Undertale again. So, yeah.
Masterpiece.
There you go. All right. Agents of Mayhem.
Surprising.
Hypeless.
There you go.
And I'll tell you why, because I don't like fucking Saints Row. All right, I don't like those games. Okay. So
really,
yeah, I don't like not Left 4 Dead. I like Left 4 Dead. I don't like
Just
Saints
Cause?
Row, and I don't like fucking their other game series. What is their? It's the Dead Island.
Oh yeah. I
okay.
don't like
I
that.
don't like
no, but
the
like
Dead Island spinoff.
No. Nidhogg 2.
Sweet.
Cool. This is
All
hard.
right.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to get more descriptive.
Yeah, you're just saying
3D mini golf.
Pointless.
Northern Lion.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
He plays a lot of those games.
Yeah, they play a lot of putt-putt, like
Yeah.
mini golf games.
Northern Lion,
Oh.
for those of you who don't know, he does I think it's a weekly, multiple times a week, he has a stream where he has a bunch of other YouTube video game Let's Players, and they come together and play weird games like 3D golf.
Ah, nice. City Skylines, PlayStation 4 edition.
Own it. It's hyphenated.
Played.
Oh, is it? Play. Okay. Defenders of Ekron.
What?
All right, acceptable. Now, Matt, you can use the same word if you want to. It's fine.
Oh, he's already done that twice. He said hypeless twice.
Yeah.
The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing 2.
Again?
Sequel? Question mark.
I think so, yeah. I think it would be the sequel to the first one.
I didn't even know there was a first one.
Yeah, they're like ARPGs, I think.
Oh,
Like
you know
Diablo.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm
I heard
remembering.
good things about them. I just
I'm
never
remembering.
played them. All right.
last
Matterfall. Oh, last one? Oh, let's do last.
Yeah.
Let me get a good one here. Night Trap 25th Anniversary Edition.
Night Trap 25th?
25th Anniversary Edition.
Point and click.
Oh, that's hyphenated.
That is hyphenated. Yep, you're right.
Let's
That's correct.
fucking go.
You're doing it, Matt. You're learning. You know the game now.
Classic?
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing a remake of an FMV game, but hey, whatever.
FMV game? How do you Wait, it has to be like a total remake then. Like recast.
No, they can just like upscale the.
I guess just not compress it.
Yeah.
I think they actually did get new people for it, but I'm not for sure. I'm not
shit,
100% for sure on that. I'm not 100% for sure, but
I'm sure that you would want to, if there's any like graphics or like special effects specific parts of the FMV, you would want to, at least. I mean, sure, there's this whole it's an older game, so people expect it, but at the same time, maybe, if you're going to remake it, maybe try to go a little bit, make it look really good.
But that's all the cool games we got coming up this week. Stay tuned for next week, where there's probably going to be a lot more better. Nope, there's only 3 games coming out next week. That's fine.
So far, okay, we have a whole week for them to decide.
That's true. That is so
Okay.
true.
Yeah.
That's it for that segment.
All right, sounds great.
I'm gonna shoot us on over to the follow us.
So, Fistcake, where can people find you?
You can find me on twitch.tv/fistcake, where I stream every Friday, usually playing PUBG. Sometimes I play on Thursdays with my girlfriend. We might play some Nidhogg 2 this weekend, or this
All right,
Thursday.
humble brag.
Guy's got a girlfriend.
Guy's
over
got
here.
a girlfriend.
Oh, that's the humble brag. I'm like, what's the humble brag? Nidhogg 2? I'm so confused. Yeah, sorry. My girlfriend, that which I own,
Oh,
who's all mine.
I'm going to tell her you said that. I just need to find out what her Twitter is, or if she has one.
She doesn't have one. Joke's on you, tough guy. But no.
You just played into his hand.
Yeah,
No, you played into his hand.
I know.
Why did you laugh then?
You
Let figure.
got to
He
find the
likes
joy
it.
in life.
All right, Fiske, go ahead.
But so yeah, that's gonna happen this week, and then I'm on YouTube at just Fistcake or Super Fistcake. I can't remember if that ever switched over. Or not.
think it
It's
did.
Fistcake.
It's Fistcake now. Cool.
Yeah.
So it is the Fistcake. It's just Fistcake. I was gonna have a video this weekend, but turns out Elgato doesn't like to sound capture stuff or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too stupid to use it. But this coming weekend, I'll have my opening hour impression of Hellblade, and then hopefully the next weekend I'll have like the 5 video game in 5 minutes version of it. So
Sounds good.
and then I'm also on Twitter. You can talk to me there. I'm on there sometimes. Yeah.
Sounds good.
I highly recommend his Fire Pro Wrestling series.
Yes.
2 episodes in, lots of twists and turns, lots of
yeah.
emotions, all good emotions.
Really carried by the talent of Bo and Seth
Seth.
Rogen, brothers
Yeah, they
of commentary.
they do amazing work. I can't believe I still found them in a cardboard box, like literally across the street in the old crack house that I live across from. They were just hanging out there eating ice cube sandwiches.
Yeah, and
like, hey,
you know what? They love their craft so much that's all. You know what? Just a mere half a step up from what they were before. That's enough for them.
Literally right across the street from where they used to be.
Yeah,
literally.
But on the mic, spitting hot fire.
Mad fire, dog.
So you can find Neanderthal Gaming TV, which is Matt and I, on YouTube at youtube.com/Neanderthal Gaming TV. Same thing on Twitch, twitch.tv/Neanderthal Gaming TV. We stream, we're streaming this right now on Sunday at 3 p.m. If you're watching this on YouTube, that's when the stream happens. And on Pacific time, I should say. And we also stream Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Although the Tuesday stream, are we dual streaming that, or are we just going to stream that to ConComcast?
We'll see what happens.
So go ahead and just follow ConComcast.
No matter what, it'll be
our Twitch
there.
account. Both our podcast and Into the Veil series on Tuesdays will always be there. That's the one we always defer to. So to keep up to date with that, definitely go over there. We also, we stream Mondays and Wednesdays for Tales of Berseria and now for Hellblade. And then on YouTube, we release our Smash content as well as everything that we do on stream in episodic format. And you can follow us on Twitter at NeanderthalGTV, where it goes directly to Matt. So bother him.
Bother him. Ask him questions.
Oh, and we got a little boom.
As far as content complete goes, us as a whole, both Fistcake and ourselves, you can follow our joint Twitter account at ConComcast on Twitter, and that's where all of our major updates go in regards to events and when we're going live for both the podcast and Into the Veil. You can also send us any questions you might have to our email account at contentcompletecast@gmail.com. So if you have any suggestions or questions for us, definitely send them there. I don't know, Fistcake, if we've gotten anything yet, but hopefully we'll get some stuff soon so we can talk about that in the next podcast.
Just checked it. Nothing.
Awesome. Guys,
let's go.
We're
killing it.
Again, our Twitch account for this is ConComcast, live at 3 p.m. Pacific time on Sundays for the podcast, and then we're also live on Tuesdays for Into the Veil. And all of the VODs for the podcast go on our on Neanderthal Gaming TV's channel.
And you can find us on all your favorite podcasting apps. Both are released on Wednesdays.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Fistcake, any last words?
Please don't kill me.
Let's go.
Die.
Going back to hell.
Oh no! Bye.
Wait, I meant to say the hell thing was just about Hellblade. That's all the joke was. You played Hellblade, so you were in hell.
No, that was a shit joke.
Yeah, I know. If I brought it up during Hellblade, it would have been funny. But
that's like more of a side story than a joke. Like that had like its own fucking plot and shit. What? You need to calm down.
Yeah,
oh, God.
I'm working on my world building. All right, guys. See, talk to you next time.
Peace.
Bye.
I'm getting the video situated. Why isn't it working?
I don't know.
Did you do it?
No, it's not playing.
It's not playing the video.
Oh.
Click on change for media source. Oh, there we go.